Alright, so one of the number one things when it comes to training your dog is that you have to know what makes their brain tick. Because every dog is going to be different. For example, as you can see, Shiloh's number one tick is a ball. I have a lovely Chucket with a rope attached to protect my own hand to entertain him. I take these if I take him on 5K or if I know he's going to be on lead for a long time because he gets a little irritated and doesn't like being tied down. He is still young and not perfect. None of us are, let's be honest. But also, you can work with treats. So, I currently have pepperoni treats. You can use cheese, pretty much anything that you can feed a dog. If you figure out what makes them happy, they're going to be doing whatever you want. He prefers, when it comes to food, his favorites are cheese and hot dog. So I cut that up back when he was first starting all of his training. He's a little past that at this point. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to make your dog sit. Hey, Shy, can you sit? Keeping it classy, kid. Sit. So he's been doing this for a while, so he knows if I look at him and I tell him to sit, he'll sit. But how do we get to that point? How do we get from laying down to sitting? The trick is luring. This works with most dogs, but not all. Because not all, especially the hound groups, are not amused by this at all. So, he's currently laying down. So if I want him to go from here to a sit, I'm going to take the treat. He smells it, it's at his nose, and I pull up. Feet down. Thank you. And that's how you can lure him into a sit. You have to move slow. Especially when they're first learning, if you're all over the place and super crazy with your hands, that craziness will feed into their behavior. And then they will be super crazy. Thank you. Yes. Hey, stand. Now you saw how I got him to stand. I just held it out and put it where he would have to stand. Now if your dog is standing and you want them to sit, you again pull up and their butt goes. So the biggest thing is you want to think nose to tail. And some of them are bright enough to try it. So if you want to go from a sit to a down, you can go straight down. You ready? Good boy. And I'm going to go straight down. That puts him in this nice relaxed position. He's not pyramid laying down, which means that he's on his haunches. Instead, he's gone over to one side. And again, if I want to get him to stand from here, I just get a treat and I pull it out. Good boy. So when it comes to sitting, you want to think nose to tail. Rude. When it comes to laying down, you want to think nose to ground. Go straight down. Some dogs, depending on their age and their build, you want to go a little more further down. This is a pyramid down that I was talking about where he's even on his haunches if he doesn't stay long. Good boy! The last basic thing that you need to work on with your dog is what people like to refer to as focusing on you. You can use whatever word you want for any of these things. I've had people train their dogs in German. I've had people train their dogs with food names. So, like pancake is lay down. Whatever floats your boat. There is no judgment here. So, to get them to focus, which would be making eye contact with you, the first thing is to show them that you have the treat. He's already intrigued. I'll put it here. Because then he has to kind of make eye contact with me to look at the treat. As soon as I see that eye contact, I'm going to say yes and then reward. Now his word is check. So Shiloh, check. Yes, good boy. And eventually, as you go, you want to increase the amount of time that they have to maintain that eye contact with you in order to get to being able to tell them to check and they're going to pay attention, as opposed to, yes, I'll look at you and then I'm going to go off and do my own thing. Like this. This is beautiful. Are you a beautiful boy?